Here is the Israeli media embedded with the armed Kurdish PJAK during the protests in January. Israeli documentary shows the Kurdish mercenaries they're training for war on Iran. Oh yeah, this is from...
זה לוקח כמה שעות, אבל בסוף, הנה היא.
But finally, here she is. Pejman, the commander of PJAK.
המפקדת של PJAK. אישה כורדית איראנית שחולמת...
Kurdish woman who dreams and works to overthrow woke the regime in Tehran.
Peyman, you are now one of the most wanted persons by Iran and by Turkey. Aren't you afraid?
Drawing your Nina that they want to kill us, that they want to capture us. To resist, not afraid. Governments that cooperate with Turkey. Is the Iranian regime a fascist regime? I know it doesn't matter, but leftists seem to think that Iran is somehow not responsible for killing protesters. I'm going to try to do this to the best of my ability to help you understand. Who do you think between the Iranian government and the Israeli government is more ruthless, more cruel, more violent, maintaining an apartheid structure? The answer is not Iran. Iran has a theocratic governance structure. Iran is very repressive, oftentimes even brutal to its own citizens from time to time. Part of that is because of this, what you are seeing right now. Part of that is because they have a very heavy-handed approach, so much so that it actually creates a national security problem for Iran. This is true. Having said that, however, every part of the Israeli design is not for the betterment of the Iranian people or the Iranian government, for Iranian culture. Israel does not want Iran to exist. They openly admit this all the time. I just showed you a Financial Times article where an Israeli envoy straight up said it. They said, we don't give a f what happens. It doesn't matter. What are you going to do about it?
تركيا وإيران لهمبري أو رژیم دستلات.
פיימן, היום בת 36, גדלה ברחובות האלה. רחובות שהיום היא מסייעת להבעיר בדרך למהפכה.
Like when you see stuff like this, does that help you understand a little bit more? Does that help you come to terms? This is the Israeli government. This is the design by Israel. Yes, this is a documentary on the Israeli side in Hebrew where they go into the tunnel systems under Iran, or I think this might be in Iraq, where they're openly saying like, oh, our assets are fomenting discontent, trying to spark a rebellion, trying to spark an uprising.
כי החיים באיראן לא הותירו לה שום ברירה אחרת.
Because the Iranian system gives women no life, meaning very little opportunity. Every woman is forbidden. This is also an abject lie. Okay, before people yell at me over this, yes, there are a lot of repressive components in Iranian governance in the way that they deal with women. Absolutely. It's idiotic. It's backwards. I hate it. But the idea that like Iran is like the Taliban is ridiculous. So why is she saying that? Why is she making it seem like Iran behaves exactly like Afghanistan to an Israeli audience? Why is she leaning into this notion? Iranian women have a higher level of educational attainment than Israeli women do. That's not even a joke. That's not bullshit. That's just facts. Iranian women have the highest level of educational attainment per capita than virtually every other country on the planet. Just so you understand, there are repressive elements that deny Iranian women freedom in regular society. But they're trying to make it seem like Iranian women have no options. They don't work in the workplace. They don't do this. They don't do that. This is not a reality in Iran.
کچکی نورمال، کچکی لمال، کچکی کود، بس کچکی بوم کو بردام گرایش منی کو او سیستم قبول نکم هبو. اما او گرایش آزادی بو.
Why did they just give up on the English subtitles, dude? I think she's saying, what? What is she saying? She's saying that they force women to wear the niqab, right? I can't tell. Kurds. What is she saying? Is she saying that they're making, I can translate if you want. Okay, translate. Oh, now you want to hear from Kurdish voices? Yes. Typical Ottoman ordering the Kurds in the chat. I am joking. What does she say? Our stance is Marxists should be against all fascism everywhere, Israeli, American, and Iranian. It still doesn't mean some fascists should be allowed to bomb the shit out of others. Yeah, I don't know if you understand this, but like, she is an asset for Israel and America, okay? Like, I don't know how else to explain this to you. I understand your concern about funding and priorities. It's natural to want to see investments in our own country. The aid we provide to Israel is actually strategic investment in our own security and prosperity, as they're a vital ally in the region. Sharing intelligence and technology to help us safe from terrorism. And most of the aid is spent on American-made defense equipment, which benefits our economy. Shut the fuck up. She did not say that. I'm going to text. Okay, she said something about that's a text message from what she was saying. Okay, there's not a single Kurdish person in the chat. Jesus Christ. Iranian women don't study and don't have any saying in society. Proceeds to attack all-girls school is so stupid. Yeah, okay, so I was right. She's talking about regime suppression for women in niqab being forced upon them and shit. Okay, so she says, I'm a Kurdish woman who does not agree with this system.
לא מעט מהמחאות שאנחנו רואים, בעיקר באזורים קורדים באיראן, הם יוזמה של פז'אק. זה מתחיל הרבה לפני, שנים של חינוך למחאה.
Years of education for protest.